That was good. You ain't did no shit like that. You ain't romantical like that. You ain't set no 30-second timer. Just yeah, you ain't romantical like that. You feel me? Get your romanticizing on, dog.
I told you, nigga, I ain't computer savvy, nigga. I thought that was a Macintosh over there.
That nigga
I don't even
said
know Alexa is, nigga. What is it?
What's Yanti? Alexa. You ain't never seen Yanti?
Nope.
Oh, that's Rick Ross' baby mom. She be going hamburger.
I don't know how to do all that shit. I barely know how to work this phone.
Nah, it's cool, but
we not talk about the phone.
Ain't Alexa like some
He talking about Alexa
is on the refrigerator.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the little thing. Alexa's
it's not about Alexa. It's about the romanticizing.
You said I wasn't romantic.
Toy, I tried. This nigga just.
Guess what I made though? Watermelon juice. And stay.
That shit ain't no air.
I see some shit you wouldn't believe. I done got out to my league. I remember cold nights swing. I know where to sleep. Had to get my phone right to hear that money kinda big. While you're deep up in your sheets, I'm trying to figure out how me and my gonna eat.
You already know what time it is. Welcome to Federal to Incredible Studios, man. In our office today, man, in our building today. I just want y'all to know what's going on, man. We haven't been here. We have a special guest here. He helped with the technical difficulties while Willow Media came and cleaned it all up. This is Federal to Incredible. I am Rashod Far East. I'm here with the chairman, Dion Crumbs, Archie, and our guest for today and our sit-in for today and provided us with a meal for today, Mr. Mike Yates himself, Mr. Hilltop.
My bad. Yeah.
You already know.
Hey, now, what was the name of the girl who made that food? Because
Tamika.
Shout out to Tamika. Listen.
Shout out to Tamika.
Awesome. And she delivered in a storm. She was like in Hurricane Katrina brung that shit.
Yeah. I wish we could have got that last conversation about the logo situation. Could you bring that back up about McDonald's? Because I understand Setay Enterprises is got its own logo and he just busts down the science of the McDonald's and the arches, man. Go ahead.
So, a lot of people put a lot of thought and a lot of perspective into their name. Mm-hmm. And as I was explaining to you, nobody cares about the name. Mm-hmm. 2- and 3-year-old kids want McDonald's to eat, but they can't even read.
Yeah.
But people don't take the time to realize why they want McDonald's. It's the golden arches. You know what I'm saying? It's the arches. Like in Coming to America, it's the golden arches.
Hey, yeah.
That shit made so much sense.
Didn't it?
So they gonna know that logo like, I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that same thing is why,
branding.
I got the S on my chest. Setay.
Yeah.
Half of the time, I don't know how to pronounce this shit.
Yeah.
It's just my name spelled backwards.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I say Setay.
Some people say Setay.
Yeah.
And Buckley to say Setay.
Yeah, but at least it rhyme with money.
Exactly. They got the Y on it.
At least it rhyme with money. A nigga getting to the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit is wonderful, man. I'm glad you here, man.
I appreciate it.
When he told me you was pulling up, I got excited. I've been knowing Mike for years, man. So it's wonderful to see somebody come from the community, see what I see you come from over there on Clarendon, to being a family man, and congratulations on being married and turning 50 and all that.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. It's definitely a milestone. Growing up the way that we did, and I can say we did because, like you said, we come from Clarendon.
Yeah.
You look straight through the alley, I see you.
Yeah. My grandmother and grandfather house on Midland for sure.
And so I always knew that I was going to prison for 10 years, and I was prepared mentally to go to jail for prison for 10 years, no matter what I've done. And at a certain point in my life, I realized, like, shit, I can't do this 10 no more.
Yeah.
So I need to tighten up. You know what I mean? I need to tighten up because I don't want to be that guy taking a stand, pointing the finger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It will never be me, but I don't want to be put in that situation.
Yeah. And that's honorable because a lot of people don't know what they could stand. A lot of people don't know what they could stand to be able to say, I ain't doing that shit no more. They just wait until the pressure get on. They say, man, shit, they was trying to give me life.
I'm going to leave my girl.
Man.
No. This what fucks me up. They say, man, they was talking about 30 years.
You knew that?
Man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. And a lot of niggas that I had this conversation with, I always use the same quote, and it's kind of harsh, but it's real. And this ain't for no podcast shit. This is real shit. Before I be a snitch, I'd rather have unprotected sex with my mama.
Damn.
You know what I mean? That's how I think about it. Like, I'm being honest.
That was off the chain.
It's harsh.
Who told you that?
That's just my quote.
Oh, that's your
my quote.
Oh.
I'd rather have unprotected sex with my mama before I be a snitch because didn't nobody make me do nothing. You know what I mean? I made the decision to do whatever it is I've done.
Well, that was
so
pretty.
I'm gonna take it.
That was real. That was real.
Deep.
That was deep, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm still trying to swim. Like, God damn, he took me to the abyss, didn't he?
You need your own scary movie.
Nah, but
it's the truth, though. I feel it.
It's the truth. Like, whenever you gotta tell somebody some real shit, and if you feel passionately about it, you gotta go to harsh measures. So you gotta paint that picture like, damn, did this nigga just say unprotected sex with his mama?
He did.
Wow.
And
He did.
And that's the honest to God truth. I will do that first before I tell on somebody for something I did.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that's it deep.
I ain't never looked at it. That's deep, man. See, I don't know. I guess getting into snitching and all that type of shit. I don't know. It's just like one of them things where I believe we was taught some shit that ain't real. Snitching is one thing. Telling on niggas, I don't believe you should do that. But this is the thing. In every other aspect of crime, the motherfuckers tell. Every other aspect of crime, these motherfuckers get caught and they tell. And they all still be around each other.
Give me an example.
Like corporate shit. Like whistleblowers.
Okay.
When them motherfuckers get caught and they cooperate, they go to jail, they just come out and they just go and start another business.
I got a question. So I guess I'll turn into the interviewer, right?
Yeah.
Background shapes you to who you are today.
Facts.
Yeah.
So the rules that you play in the game of life
Yeah.
is what molds you, right?
Yeah.
Corporate America play by different rules. Class start at this time. Take your finals on this day. You got to get so many credit hours, then so forth and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But coming up on the Hilltop, Hilltop, there's only 7 streets. No
Fact.
matter what people say.
Yeah.
There was a code like, hey, bruh.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. You couldn't do that in your household. But I'm just saying, the shit that goes on today and the shit that I used to believe in, I don't believe in that shit no more.
Yeah.
The shit that I used to do over them codes and the way I used to feel and how I used to think about it, how I used to subscribe to that, just made me feel like I was so lost.
So if 50 niggas, right, get caught up in a conspiracy case, fed.
Yeah.
Are you telling or you gonna stand strong?
Who? I'm not gonna be with 50 niggas.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is 50 niggas, right?
I couldn't bend over for the government. So
I'm
that's
saying,
why I quit.
You ain't gotta tell, you just gotta tell your story.
Well, that's how you got to, in order to plead guilty, you got to accept responsibility. So you got to tell on yourself.
Oh, I could tell on myself.
Yeah, but
I could tell on myself.
But when you tell on yourself and your mans go to trial, it's like you admitted that it was a conspiracy. So it's like you told on him.
Oh, okay. I've never.
It doesn't break down like that necessarily.
Okay.
But in cases where guys have been in a conspiracy type situation,
Okay.
and one individual plead out, a lot of times they all plead out.
But even in the conspiracy, though, what happens is you would have different counts. Like I had a count 1 and 3. Then this motherfucker had a 7 and a 6. You know what I'm saying? So they can charge you with motherfuckers with different
As an
shit
individual.
and roll other conspiracy.
Right.
Like it was some girls Mexican girls in my case. They just was the drivers. They got charged with like a count 2 of something. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get charged like the rest of us.
Right.
This is because they was drivers.
But my whole thing is back to the snitching thing. It's just like, I understand where we come from, but we was sold a sack of goods that set people up to lose. A lot of people lost. Like for the people that won, the niggas that I know, that one that was able to make millions or enough money to be able to sustain their life and move on, they ain't looking at them packs. They like, I ain't selling no drugs right now.
So the ones that made a lot of money, and I'm just speaking for what I know. A lot of the money they made, they lost.
Exactly.
Right? So again, early in our conversation, we was talking about hustlers and drug dealers.
The big difference.
The hustlers are still making money.
Exactly.
So it looked like they still winning. So everybody was like, he's still doing this.
Yeah.
Nah, he's just a hustler.
Exactly.
And he's going to pivot into something else.
Right.
So and they learned the value of a good woman.
Yeah.
And they wanted to learn the value of a family. You know, when you got too many, all three of us up here, we don't hang with a lot of people.
Right.
We stay by ourselves. We stay to ourselves. So we're mystery the most, right? And nobody know how to judge you. But when you stay to yourself, you're never telling yourself. You'll never snitch on yourself. Yeah. You just gonna have to face God and say, hey, I did this. I'm asking for your forgiveness. Yeah. Or you just gonna have a guilty conscience and turn yourself in. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying if that happens.
Like G-Dep.
Yeah, like G-Dep. Like if you have a guilty conscience, it can eat away, it can consume you. It can
he did like 17.
Yeah.
He's home now, right?
Yeah,
he home. Still rap.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, that's my nigga G-Dep, nigga.
So, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, when you hang with a group of men, there's so many things that come into play with that group. Yeah. There's some people that say they love you, but they really hate you. Yeah. Then it's the ones that you know that hate you, but they care for you the most. They speak highly of you when no one else around, but just hate on you in your presence. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? You know, you find solace by yourself. Yeah. And you find
that's like Young Thug phone calls. He didn't think the phone calls was gonna come out. He was talking about everybody.
Man.
Was he? I didn't listen to it.
His whole album had to get delayed because niggas stopped clearing their features.
Really?
Future.
What was he saying?
They personal business, just shit. Backbiting to his girl, pillow talking. That's like me saying, oh man, back in the day, man, that nigga Mike ain't pick me up, man. Fuck that nigga. He always just leave his niggas fucked up. And it's on the phone. Just some shit that you would never hear. That's what a nigga say to his girl, but he talking on the jail phone. And that ain't they played the tapes. He talk about all the rap niggas, QCP, Gucci got soft since he been out. Lil baby, Q ain't gonna give you the millions. You work for a snitch. And then, you know, the jail people released the call. Somehow the calls leaked. Right. So now all this gun is a snitch shit, and he on there rap. Then he got a police interrogation
for 2 hours.
And then he say, take my number.
To the police?
If you want to know anything else, man, just call me and ask. But don't let the world know.
So
you ain't see this shit?
I don't buy into it.
Okay.
Like me, I'm really
okay. Nah, because I'm hip hop like niggas is sports. And Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, is like Black Hollywood. So you know I just, you know, we niggas follow that shit. But I follow music shit all the time.
Like
anyway. But I'm saying it's on the line with the snitching thing. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. The stuff he said on the phone, outside of the take my number, I'll tell you more. Yeah. If it's the truth, why are they mad at the truth?
Well, the thing is, you gotta have a healthy respect for ignorance.
Okay.
You talking about somebody, backbiting somebody, and then they hear what you say, they not gonna necessarily be pleased and happy to see your ass if that's how you really feel about. Because Future text him and said, "Well, since you feel that way about me, lose my number." Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're saying he was talking about him negative manner.
Yeah, he was talking about him as far as he run around here having all these kids and shit. You nigga need to do better than that with his kids. Nigga need to tighten up to his girl.
He said that to his girl?
Yeah. He said that. No, not to Future's girl, to his girl.
His own girl.
Well, shit,
and she left him, didn't she leave him?
Yeah, she left him.
Like, I got 9 kids.
Yeah.
I got 8 baby moms.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been said about me.
Right.
But it's the truth.
Right.
I fucked up a whole bunch of homes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I left them all messed up. The truth is the truth. That's when it comes to me. If somebody tell the truth on me, I can't get mad at it because I created that truth. I created it. Now, if you talking bad about, this old raggedy ass nigga, he got 9 kids here. Now, I ain't raggedy, but I do got 9 kids with 8 women.
Okay, but this is all I'm saying. Like, okay, skip that part. The shit he said about Gucci. Gucci got soft since he got out. Like, what's that about?
What's that about?
Gucci is the reason why you, you know what I'm saying, was able to be, you know what I'm saying, in a good position.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And you know he love you.
Yeah.
And see, this is the thing. This is my thing. He went on that. You know how niggas be when they go to jail.
Yeah.
And you ain't never been in jail.
Oh, he ain't never been in jail before?
So then he's in jail for 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 days. That's a long time that somebody never been in jail. He in county jail and they talking about, we gonna give you this 1,000 years. But you was Young Thug.
Yeah, he was thugging.
That's all I'm saying.
I didn't understand him because the first time I seen him, he was in a dress.
Then they talk
Then they talking about he's a stone cold killer.
Yeah.
Then they talking about
That nigga from Scotland.
he feel me?
Who?
He got the dress on and shit.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
didn't
Roddy
know.
Piper?
Yeah.
You got the Roddy Piper on?
He ain't in my era, you know what I mean? So I didn't understand.
Nah,
him.
I'm just saying that's what I mean. The whole thing is one big facade. Our people have been duped.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been tricked into buying into a system. Now it worked for some, and others was able to stand on this moral compass and get away. So it's niggas that live this code.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, it's a rigged game that's like, we think these people care about us.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
No.
And the same thing that you won't do because of your moral fabric will have you not being with them 9 kids.
Yeah.
Because a nigga will come and bring this to you because he don't want to go to jail.
Exactly.
And so you take the pain and go to jail because you a real nigga.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if you was if you was really real, you wouldn't be around these niggas because you know they're gonna take you away from what's your daughter,
Yeah.
the one you just got off the phone with.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
your baby is like real niggas don't put it on a line to the point to where their family is gonna suffer. And I know we're gonna. I put it on the line.
Yeah.
I take them chances, and I consider myself a real one, but I understand. Some shit, I was like you told us earlier, you working too hard. Like I'm working so Trouble have never came to my house and knocked on the door and said, hey, come let me hang with you. I'm about to chill with you for a minute. I always go get the trouble.
Right.
I always go to it.
Right.
I always go to it and immerse myself in it and get caught up in it. And then I gotta say, hey, tell my mom I'm over here. Call my brother. But somebody come, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, when you seek the answers, you'll find them. If you want to know, if you willing to do the shit to get into it, you would do it. That snitching shit, it bothers me that people would dishonor themselves. But my whole thing is,
But niggas been doing that since they was kids. Telling them, mama, he told mama.
motherfuckers break under pressure.
Hey,
And so that's part of the game.
Yeah.
hey, we just had that conversation. We really didn't rock with each other like that.
Right.
And we was in a perfect situation
Yeah.
to tell on each other.
Yeah, because we went to jail together.
We went to jail together and didn't know we was in interrogation room A
Yeah.
and interrogation room B.
But I have been down there a lot of times, so I already know what they do. I have been down there a lot of times. Like, I have been down there so many times, but my whole thing was I knew that what the fuck did they... You came and got me from the house, so can't nobody tell you I did shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So no matter what, who you know, I know whoever I know everybody. I know everybody from around. You know this person, I know everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, what they said this. Well, he's in the next room. Well, I don't know how I could tell that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta let me go.
Yeah.
I'm a juvenile too, and I'm telling them like I just got arrested. I ran because I was scared.
Facts.
The police came out of nowhere. It wasn't like it was just regular. It was a red Cavalier going the wrong way
Yes,
up
it was.
Clarendon.
Yep.
Cars don't come from fucking Sullivan up Clarendon because we in the middle.
Yeah.
In the back of the store and back there, it's a horseshoe. It's a big. You would never see it driving down the street.
You had to know we was there.
Yes.
You like we just back there peeling the rims.
Yeah.
Peeling the rims. They came.
Yeah.
We gone.
Yeah.
We gone. Hey, well, your man and he's telling us it was you.
Yeah.
He
That's
did.
the game.
Bruh, I
All you
had
gotta
no
do is
idea.
be quiet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We both
If you
came
be
home that
quiet,
night.
Yeah.
You good.
But the whole thing is the thing is with me with that jail shit. It's such a. I was never good at hustling in the game, so I used to take shit. So being able to be on the outside looking in, I never was able to master that part. I didn't learn hustling until I came home.
Yeah.
When I understood what I missed, I was like, damn. Because I already knew everybody.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand the process of being like a businessman.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like a real hustler is like you said, you work for certain hours, 7 to 5, because you got a life. You got a lifestyle.
Right.
I didn't have a life or a lifestyle.
Mm.
I didn't have an order about myself.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? That's like what we going through now. We had to do to create this order for the day, because this structure is what I utilize to say, okay, it's gonna be all right. I'm not gonna be stuck at a job forever. But that's all. I don't want to get stuck on that bullshit. How you doing today, bro?
Man.
What's up with this sports shit? What's the scores and all that? Where y'all at with it? Who's your team?
The Browns, we won. We beat Green Bay.
I can't believe it.
I can.
We gotta go to a game. Matter of fact, we play y'all December 16th, Buffalo.
Man, it's
We gotta
cold
go
as
to the
hell.
game.
We going to we going to somebody's
Break out
house.
one of them old school mix, nigga. I know you got some of them motherfuckers that come down to the ground, nigga, somewhere.
Yeah, you got the Bills Mafia.
You better say it. You gotta turn to white boy. You better say it. I've been fucking with the Bills since I was a little dude. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I see the colors from
That's the
Federal
Bills
to
hat.
Incredible.
Yeah, you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he went ahead. Yeah, he did
Nah,
that.
that's just, we superheroes, man. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, that ain't about going to prison, and it's about you incredible.
Yeah,
You doing incredible shit.
yeah, yeah.
And I've been knowing, bro, what's so crazy? I've been knowing Mike for years. I met Mike from Dana Hood.
Yeah, me too.
And
Shout out D Hood.
So
D Hood, hey, when D Hood see this, he gonna go crazy.
You gotta get him on here. You know what I'm saying? But he be on the move all the time.
He said, nigga, when I come on there, it's gonna make your podcast go crazy.
It is. You know what I'm saying?
You better say it.
And what's so crazy? That's my guy. Cause see, motherfuckers don't know Dana used to be the hoop. Dana had a jumper.
Yeah.
Dana could play some ball.
A lot of the shit that people don't like about Hood is because they don't know him. And he ain't never changed.
No, he's
No.
always been like that.
He has never
Dana
changed.
always get
That's a
dressed and
fact.
always did.
He has
That's
never
what he do.
changed. He's always been confident as anybody in the room.
Crack on you.
Yeah.
He's gonna be louder than anybody in the room.
Yeah.
You can't shake his character.
No.
Hey, I remember we was in high school.
And
Remember
if he
that-
love you, he love you.
If he loves
Remember
you,
that
he loves you.
EPMD came out, that gold digger? So, and he used to run around in the hall hitting that.
Yeah. That's my dog, man.
Yeah.
D
But,
Hood,
we
man.
gotta get him up here, man.
Yeah, we gotta get him up
We
here,
want to
man.
get anybody that's, you know what I mean?
Look, watch
Everybody
this.
got something to
Watch
say.
this.
Man. What? Watch what?
He don't mean that.
Yeah,
He don't mean
I'm
that?
talking
He
about-
don't mean
I do
that.
I mean certain guys that I
See how
But it ain't
fast
just
he
anybody,
see?
but-
You gotta listen, man.
right.
He's slick, man. You know what I'm saying? The
But-
chairman, he's good with words. You do them
See, like
invoices?
No, I'm gonna do them here in a second.
Yeah, quit
But that's just like
bullshit.
the day,
You see what I'm
look,
saying?
This wasn't even supposed to happen.
Nah.
Bro came up here and we went to go look
It
at
was
some jobs.
God's plan.
But listen, so we
What do you
thought-
mean it wasn't supposed to happen?
But we were supposed to go look at some jobs. With some
Yeah.
snow removal and some grass
Yeah.
and shit. And then,
You looking at the job.
and then boom.
He got logo. Wild Willow here.
And the shit just happened,
What
man.
the fuck you mean?
Hey,
Hold
before-
on.
before we go, but
Yeah.
listen.
Sex, money, lies, nigga.
That's my homeboy Black Tide, man, out of Brooklyn, man. We was in Fort Dix, man. He writing the book, man. Well, he wrote the book, man. It's pretty good, man. Spend y'all's money with him. Look it up, get a book, man. Matter of fact, he gonna be on the show. He probably gonna fly down and come on the show. He got a lot of shit moving in Brooklyn, man. Check him out. Black Tide, that's my man.
Black tie, man. Sapase, man.
Better say it.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He one of them, man.
Good guy.
One of them, one of those, man. I
Federal
want to
to
go to
Incredible.
Brooklyn, man. I can't wait, man, to come through, man.
Yeah. But other than
I'm
that,
just saying, man, it was God's plan, man.
It was. It
I
was.
I told you when I called you early, man. I was having these neck problems and these sleep apnea and all this little, I was going through it. So I had to figure out how to change up how I breathe and stuff and how I move, my exercise routine and all that. But as far as my neck, I've been going to chiropractor,
Right.
going to therapy and all that. I had to do what we do to newborns. When you get your newborn and you put them in the crib,
Right.
you put them in there with nothing.
Right.
You know why?
What was that?
Well, you put the baby by itself so that it could start to regulate its strength with its head.
Right.
Also, so it don't roll over and suffocate on nothing and
Right.
choke on nothing, but it's stabilizing itself through its spine
Okay.
and it's building its strength.
Okay. So sleep apnea.
So if you give a baby a pillow, then it's going to develop on whatever side, and it's going to not be able to balance its strength out,
Right.
and then it could get in the way. So I had to take all my fucking pillows off my bed, bro.
Nice.
And I had to sleep like that flat until I got into the point. And I swear, when I got up and I was doing some calisthenics, man, my spine adjusted, and I feel so much fucking better, man.
Hey,
I feel so much
That's a
better.
blessing.
Hey,
That
listen,
is, right?
listen.
Right.
But you know, I always just I got 6, 7 of them on there. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man.
And I be crawling through them and hugging them because you know what I'm saying. I like to have a little something with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was some of the hardest shit to do to go to sleep like that. But I realized, man, that really certain things that we do, like say shoes. You
Right.
know, our feet is
Right.
not supposed to be bound. Our
They're not-
feet, our
okay.
feet is supposed to be flat and spread. Like if you look at other primates,
Okay.
their feet kind of look like hands.
Sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's a natural thing that we've trained ourselves like to walk in these stilts, but it's not natural.
Oh,
You see what I'm
I didn't
saying?
know that.
Yeah, it's not natural. You
didn't
know
know
what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of stuff that I was going through, I was putting on myself with them pillows.
Damn, that's deep, man. You talk about going through things. From the outside looking in, people really don't know what another person go through.
Yeah. What you going through, man? We could get into that, man, because I don't know how comfortable you are
Man,
with your
I'm
backstory.
I'm an open book. I'm
Yeah.
an
A
open
lot of
book.
people say that, but I don't know how comfortable
Nah.
you are with your backstory or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I know you as a real entrepreneur and a money making, a good thinking type brother. So you know what I mean. I don't want to.
I'm gonna start at 2014.
Let's go there.
You know what I mean? Because that's after the streets. You know what I
Okay.
mean? After the
Let's go
streets. 2014.
2014.
My
What was big about that? It had to be a turn of events.
my dad died.
Okay.
So when my father died, I went into depression. You know what I mean? Real depression. And nobody really knew. I met the lady, that's my wife now, but she didn't know. So many things going on, man. I'm so out of it. I stopped paying bills. I stopped really taking care of myself. I just stayed in the basement for 6 months after he passed away and played video games. I don't even play video games, but I'm just depressed. So, at the same time, a job opportunity came along and was like, hey, I'll move you to Florida to work this job. And I'm like, you know what? I got a lot of things falling apart here. And recently got divorced. Me and my ex-wife separated. My dad died. And so I went to Florida. So for the next 4 years, from 2014 to 2018-19, I lived in Florida and Kansas. And nobody knew this.
I definitely ain't know that.
I moved to Gainesville, Florida, and Wichita, Kansas. So,
I think I seen you in 2008 when I got out, but then I ain't see you for a while. That's when you was in Florida?
Yeah, I was in Florida and Kansas. So, because I was dealing with my dad's death, I lived in a hotel those 4 years. I lived in a hotel, saving money, making great money.
What was you doing? What was you work? What
Man,
was you working doing?
I became a project manager for a cable company, heading the disconnect division. That's it. I was making
Disconnect.
disconnects. You
So
don't pay your bills.
you was the bad news.
I was the bad news.
Damn.
And so listen, I'll tell anybody about that. That right there,
Yeah.
probably the best job I ever had. And if they offered it again today, I'll take it. I'll take that same job again today.
Why?
I was making.
Oh, because of the money.
It was fun.
Okay.
I like interacting. I can't work in an office.
Yeah.
I don't think my time. You can't buy my time for $20 an hour.
Yeah.
Just because I got 9 kids, depending on me. So $20 an hour isn't enough to sustain my life. I have to figure out ways to make more. And So,
Yeah, for sure.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm just being honest with you. $20 ain't, you know what I mean? If you divide that by 9, will we get $1.50?
You cut up.
I'm cut up.
You cut
before
up.
taxes. So
Yeah, you cut up.
I went there. I'm making minimum $1,900 a week.
Yeah.
To $3,200 a week.
Yeah.
Disconnected cable.
I'll take that job too. But they don't got cable no more.
But we still doing it when it went digital. So it was still good. It was still good. And so I moved away. Coming back and forth, got into an argument with a chick. She kicked me out. This is how I got into real estate. She kicked me out because I was doing something I had no business doing, right? And so she was like, hey, get out of my house. I'm mad right now. So I'm in Kansas. I ain't got no home here. This, that, and the third. I understand it was a heated argument. She told me to leave. I left. The next day, I bought a house off of a childhood friend for $11,000. Now, I'm going to tell you the whole play.
Damn.
$11,000. I gave him $5,000 up, $5,500 up front.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin throw parties at Central State. He said, cuz, I need to get some money from you so I can throw this party. I'm like, all right, cuz. I let him borrow the money. I said, cuz, when you give it back to me, I need $5,500. He said, all right. So I think I even doubled or maybe even tripled my bread. He made money. You know, my first cousin made money, and I got my money. I took the man the rest of the money for the house.
Okay.
Paid off the crib. I'm going back and forth in between Kansas. A little piece at a time, I'm fixing my house up. Little piece at a time.
You stand in it when you come home?
Nah, it wasn't ready. It took me about a year and a half, 2 years to get it together. So when I finally got it.
So you still staying in a hotel in Kansas?
In a hotel in Kansas. So when I come home, I'm like, all right, I woke up one morning, I'm making about $130,000, $140,000 a year at this cable job in Kansas. I get up, I quit because my house is done. So I immediately start thinking.
You make how much?
$130,000 a year.
Damn.
Income tax, W-2.
God
W-2.
I ain't never seen one like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen one like that.
I didn't know how much I was making until my wife was like, Mike, you know how much money you make? I said, nah, I don't even look at the checks for real. She said, you making XYZ? I said, I don't know. And when I was gone, I got each one of my kids underage a green dot card.
Okay.
So every time I get paid, I'm sending them money. I never missed a football game, a basketball game. I'm driving 13 hours on 70 West to watch my kids in sports and get right back to it. So
that's why you're a truck driver now. Huh?
Feel me?
Yeah.
So I as soon as my house get done, I wake up one morning and I quit a job making $130 a year. I quit. So I came back here. I bought a truck. I bought a truck for $1,700, a little van. I started delivering small package like Amazon shit. It only took me $350 a month to pay all my bills. So I got a truck and I got a route making $750 a week. So they let me in. I'm like, oh, I'm like, y'all need another route? Cool. I'm gonna buy another van. Boom. I bought another van. So I got 2 routes. I'm hiring people. I got up to like 10 routes in the company. And I'm just running these routes, 10 routes. So now I'm making money. So I'm making all that money. I pull off the brakes from driving. So I jump back in the houses. I bought a house for $20,000. Let me back up. I went to the bank and got a loan on my house that I already paid for.
Right.
They gave me a $50,000 line of credit. I buy a house for $20,000 just before the market went crazy, and I sell it the next day for $70,000. So I'm putting $50,000 in my pocket. So instead of paying the taxes, I'm taking that $50,000 and I'm buying another house. So all the houses I got super duper good deals on, I still got to this day.
Oh,
I got them all to this day. So all the property I own, I own free and clear.
Yeah.
But I was flipping houses in between, making $20,000 and $30,000
when the market was Gucci.
Was good. I got a house.
You only got one of them?
I got a.
Yeah, you got another one? No, go ahead. Go ahead. I got some. No, I got some. Go ahead.
Cap up that thing and fill it up.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, we do it like that. You can't drink none of this stuff.
We gonna turn it up.
You can't drink none of
I
that.
don't want none of that shit. That thing, that's that serum.
Moonshine.
You know that? Hey, I put it in here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, what's that shit called? Richard Simmons oil or some Richard?
No, that's a home brew. That's a home brew.
Hey.
That's a home brew. So wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. So this is what I want to know.
Yep.
That's good. Huh? Out of flipping houses and fucking with them at the time. How many did you flip before you just decided you was cool?
I flipped them until the market
Until it crashed.
So I got a 4-unit. I paid about 44. I got a duplex. I paid 44.
Yeah.
But every time I would buy a house, I would flip a house to get to it. So my now wife,
It's because you said instead of paying the taxes on it.
I'll spend the money, no capital gains.
So
So,
you
Yeah.
1031 exchange?
yes. So
A lot of people don't know about
so I'm doing that. So my
I
wife,
definitely don't.
that. Yeah.
So my wife, you know what I mean? She like, Mike, what you do? Because my wife, I'm doing so much and it never looked like I work. So me and my wife met, me coming back, and we met before I left and lived out of town.
Yeah.
But she was my kid's principal. You know,
Okay.
I knocked off the principal.
He's a bad motherfucker.
The kids come over the house and be like, hey, miss, you know, whatever. her
Yeah,
name
yeah,
is.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they'd say that, and I was like, it felt awkward at first. But she like, Mike, she thought I would just hustle all day because I come to their games. I'm coming back from Kansas, come to their games. I'm pulling out $200-300 cash. She thinks it's a lot of money because she in corporate America. Nobody ever have cash.
Cash, yeah.
She's like, this dude is always at this game, put out a pocket full of money.
He's a dealer.
He's a dealer.
Yeah.
He's a dealer. That's it. She put me in the dealer category. So
The principal too.
the principal, yeah. And I'm getting free lunch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she had me as a dealer that's getting free lunch.
Damn.
But, you know, she like, what do you really do? And I said, hey, I got a sting on the house. I got this sting on the house. They selling it to me for, I think it was like $10,000.
Yeah.
I got cool with the bank. They were like, man, I got a 2 or 3 bedroom house for $10,000. I'm like, all right, cool. I got it. I evicted the people. And this was like right before we got married. And she was like, okay. I said, well, you know, you want to come in? Give me half the money. She gave me half the bread.
Yeah.
Hey, I got it. Here you go. We got the house and we flipped it.
Yeah.
We took the money, banged it out.
Yeah.
We took that bread and put it down on the house we live in today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, you know, I'm gonna get this house, you know, we're gonna fix this house up. And she looked me dead in my eye, and it's never happened to me, and said, hey, if we're building a house for us, if we getting this house for us, how can I let you fix it up by yourself?
Yeah.
We fixing this up together.
Yeah.
If you spend $1, I'm spending 50 cents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm giving you 50 cents.
Yeah.
So she just was like, here you go.
Yeah, I gotta keep her.
I got to keep her because a woman never gave me nothing.
I got to keep
you know
her.
what I mean?
So
I'm
she's
not-
still a principal or did she retired?
She's still in the school system.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
He said I got to keep her.
it wasn't a keeper, but a woman, you know, where I come from, I have a mother, but she was never there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? My dad raised me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got so many, I tell the truth. You said how deep I want to go.
Mhm.
I ran through women because I ain't know what a woman was. My dad raised me. If you raised by wolves, what you gonna act like?
A wolf.
A big bad wolf.
Yeah.
So if the woman,
That's why I act like a chimpanzee.
yeah,
He was raised by some silverbacks.
if some,
And a beachmaster hippopotamus mix.
so,
I'm a hybrid.
Damn.
Go ahead though.
yeah, so you know, how can you love a woman? How can you properly love a woman and trust a woman if the woman who's supposed to love you the most ran out on you?
But let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
After you was had your way and ran through the women you ran through, what made you? It had to be a quality. You had to learn some along the way that made you stop and say, "This the one."
Several things. And I'm gonna touch back on
Because I like the way you said she looked me dead in my eyes because that's a pivot moment.
Mhm.
Me and my daughter got a moment like that. You know what I'm saying? Where we remember it the same. Like I remember that.
My wife didn't need me. She
Mhm.
wanted me.
Mhm.
And it's a difference. She didn't need my money.
Mhm.
She didn't know. She still to this day don't believe of the person that you grew up with.
Pre-2014.
Yes, pre-2000. She don't believe that. If I tell her that, she said, Mike, there's no way.
Yeah.
And so she didn't.
Even though you thought this 300 was something,
yeah,
like thought I was a dealer.
Yes.
You don't believe the.
No, she didn't. She didn't because I never even my ex-wife knew I was outside, but she didn't know how far outside I was.
Mhm.
So, you know, I would leave like with my ex-wife, I would leave like $5,000-6,000 in a drawer, And she like, Mike, all this money, what are you? And I'm like, okay, don't worry about it. It's just leave it there.
Just my sock drawer.
I went to jail one time, and I left some money with her because I didn't know how long I was gonna do. I had a sucker attack. You know what I mean? I had a sucker attack on some woman stuff, shooting at the dude, at the woman, all that.
Yeah, that's normal.
So, that was the first one. That was
normal?
my last one.
What you mean?
You say that's normal?
Yeah.
Every man has a sucker attack.
I ain't shooting at a motherfucker.
I shot at him.
Oh, you ain't had yours yet.
I ain't gonna have one.
So,
Not like that.
I
Not
kill a
saying
nigga
that-
about my bitch.
No, but I'm saying. Hold up,
Fuck
was
that
it your
shit.
girl or you was messing with the
I
girl?
ended up
or
marrying her.
I'm talking
I
about the
kill a
one you
nigga
was
about
shooting
my
at.
wife.
I ended up marrying her.
Okay.
I kill a nigga about my wife. I'm just like my granddad. He lay one, yeah, it's over.
So you got a 32 long.
I don't carry guns. That's illegal.
You said you would have gorilla and have.
I don't need a
bad.
gun. I don't need a gun to kill you.
Okay, but so she was your girl.
She was my girl.
Okay,
Had
see,
a
I'm
sucker
saying, but
attack, so I-
see, because I was confused because he was saying that he messed
She
with
was my girl.
multiple girls. I'm thinking he said it was a girl on the side or something.
We was talking about the one.
So,
Okay.
so you know what I mean? I had a sucker attack. Let me fast forward to the one. I ended up, she didn't
No, you was
need me.
explaining how you left the money.
The money.
The money.
And then you left.
I left her like 50.
Yeah,
I
so,
left
and
my
so-
ex-wife like 50.
and she was like, "Now
She didn't
wait a
touch
minute."
it.
Yeah,
No, listen, my ex-wife, she wasn't like, I can't give myself to a woman like me for money.
Yeah.
I just can't because everybody got money. It's the same. We was talking about the $40 earlier, right?
yeah.
She would peel into the stacks. My ex-wife would peel into the stacks and take $20, $30, or $100 and write a little letter and say, I owe you.
Yeah.
Like I left 50 over there and she'd peel off of one stack. Like I took 30 for this. I took 100 for this.
Yeah.
And she didn't care about the money.
Yeah.
But you know, we were together so young, we ended up growing apart and I was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we ended up divorcing.
Things fall apart.
Yeah, things fall apart. So my new wife, she didn't need me. She wanted me. And I never had a woman who wanted me.
Mhm.
I'm not saying my ex-wife didn't want me.
I understand. You don't got to clean it up. That's what I
so,
mean by going
yeah.
in the past. They be starting shit.
Yeah.
But just
So-
keep going.
So
You will
she,
see. You
yeah,
gonna see.
No, that's cool.
No, that's
so,
cool.
you know, she wanted me.
Mhm.
And then she showed me that she loved me.
Yeah.
Not for just genuine love. Like, hey, how you doing? I'm out there in Kansas. She catching flights. She know I like Enas. She'd pack Enas in some Tupperware.
Yeah.
Put it in, carry it on the plane.
Yeah.
And I get home from work. I tell the front desk, hey, you know, not my wife, my girlfriend coming. Give her a key to the room and let her in my room.
Yeah.
I get there, I got Enas on the table in
Yeah.
Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah.
Curry goat.
Curry goat, fresh onion. She'd go to the store, get some fresh onions.
Right.
Ooh,
Rice
I
and peas.
had a girl like that. She
She-
used to come see me in Michigan. I let her get away, man.
Rice on
She-
peas.
Damn,
She
baby.
she
What up,
took-
fat?
She gave me my peace. She gave me some peace. She cared for me like another woman had never did.
Yeah.
That I experienced. You know what I mean?
Say no
And
more.
so-
I get that.
And when, you know, after all that.
I see the smile and the happiness
Yeah,
on there.
it is.
You know, because he talks slick on those page. You know, he'll say little stuff, let you know, like, you got to get your game together. Be like, oh, yeah, I see y'all's Cardi's, but you don't have any buffalo wings. You need to get some buffaloes.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to do that because people.
Like, he be
people-
happy.
No, I'm saying, but people be doing stuff and you got to show them sometimes they look. I can stand harder than you. if
No,
I
I'm
need
saying
to.
but
I
see,
know-
his biggest stunt is his family.
Yeah.
So when
Sure.
we put that crown on wifey,
For sure.
he looked complete.
I seen him.
I seen him out there
swimming.
with the shotguns and shit, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
have the pool like Rick Ross, you know what I'm
Man, he
saying?
got a nice pool over there.
Yeah.
Man,
Did you
look,
ever get the dirt fixed?
I got the dirt fixed, man.
I was supposed to go over there and do it. Too.
Yeah.
I tell you, I was gonna grade it for you,
Man,
man.
the best thing that I ever did in my life, man, was marry that woman. And I ain't even saying that. You know,
Yeah.
what
I
mean? You
respect that.
get, more people will respect you with a good woman
Yeah.
than, you know what I mean, anything else. They want to see you fail. They want to see you bounce around.
A lot of the big boys, when you get in the rooms, they want to see who you connected to. When you get in the rooms and the circles of the people, you know what I'm saying, the check writers or not necessarily the check writers, just kind of like everybody that you build a relationship with don't be about money. Because
Yeah.
sometimes it just be about the information.
Yeah.
Somebody could give you some real priceless information that could get you in the door that money can't.
Yes.
And so when you're coming along, that person that might want to give you that information is gonna be like judging you by what you're connected to, whether you know it or not. Yeah. They might not like you. They might not want to tell you, but they like your wife.
Yeah,
like man, I'm gonna tell old such and such about that because Lorraine, somebody need to look out for him because he's a hard head or he's a such and such, but they like Lorraine.
Hey, bro, I tell that to everybody. I said, listen, know that somebody's always watching you, especially the young guys. I said, listen. It's people watching you because it's dudes like us, or you got a company, I got a company, he got shit going on. And it might be a young guy, and we might look at him and be like, you know what? I don't even want to help him. Like, I got a nephew that just came home from the Marines, and I tried to explain that to him. I said, look, don't get swole up with me, bro. Right. I'm your uncle. I'm just telling you because
he fresh out the military, Marine.
You a Marine. I said, if you can't follow orders, how you gonna follow orders for somebody else when you're dealing with them?
Right.
I said you got to be a great leader. You got to be a great follower.
You got to be a great follower.
You have to.
You got to follow somebody.
Somebody.
Every leader follows somebody else.
They had to.
So you know what I mean? Too many chiefs and not enough Indians, man. It goes to the other thing I was about to ask you. Why can't we get together and make money? We could do it in the streets, but we can't do it in business. Why do we worry about so much why the next person is making if we all eating?
What is we?
I'm just saying
blacks, niggas. What are we talking about?
I'm gonna call them niggas because blacks don't do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Blacks don't do. Blacks can get money together. I can sit up here and tell you, I'm like,
until the nigga come on.
I could say, hey, Far East, I got this play. It's paying me $10.
Yeah.
I want to give you the play, right? Hey, I give you the play for $8.75. But we got 2,000 of these small little plays that
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A nigga gonna add up the $1.25 that I'm making.
How much you getting?
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm doing all the work.
They gonna add you. They got your $2,000.75.
Before I came to you, bro. You wasn't making $8.75 a white. You was just wasn't making nothing. But
a black is gonna be like, hey, you know what? I got you, bro. I got you. Let's get this done. Let's just get it done. You know what I mean? We got.
I don't know. What you think? What do you think the reason is why the niggas can't get money with each other?
Because the problem is, like he says, it's all about money. He worried about what. That's like if I give you this phone right here, and be like, boom, like you said, I want $8. If you go sell it for $5,000, guess what? A nigga be like, hold up, man, I can't sell you them for $8 no more, man.
I've experienced
like,
that.
hold up, bro, we had an agreement.
So was it ever a period where you got money with niggas?
It happened. I told you this story earlier.
No, I know you told me, but I'm saying to add on to the experience, is it certain niggas that you could get money with?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the question was so broad as if there aren't any.
There is. Okay. There is. It's the majority.
A selected few.
It's the majority and the minority.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
I personally,
bro, you see how
personally understand that this is a consumer driven market.
But look,
so motherfuckers just want to buy shit. They don't want to get money with you.
But just like me and him was just talking about the business that about the cutting the grass, and I said, bro, this right. He was like, I'm gonna do whatever he charges. This is what we agreed on the price.
I've learned that niggas don't want to get money with you. They want your money.
I agree.
They don't want to get money with you.
They want to overcharge you so you can be broke.
It's like,
and they can talk about you over there.
You could tell them, I got my bike from such and such. And them niggas say, yeah, but sell me your bike.
Yeah.
I like your earrings. You could say, I got them from such and such. Sell me your earring.
Yeah, right.
Oh, so you ain't gonna sell me yours?
No.
That's how niggas is.
They are, because they're just like, if you got a girl, they don't want, it's a million women, but I want Rashod's girl.
You could have my girl.
No, I'm just saying,
you could have my girl if you get my girl. If you get my girl, you could have her.
A dude really just like I'm just giving you an example.
Because she was never mine.
Just like nobody knows your wife is a principal and blah blah blah. I'm just giving you an example.
For sure.
So now dudes would be like, oh, that's Yates' wife. A motherfucker a slimeball nigga would try to say something or try to put bullshit in the game in y'all's relationship just because.
You see how happy they smile?
I know, but what I'm saying, but that's what niggas do.
That
We
nigga gonna
talking nigga
fail.
shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
He's gonna fail. They
Niggas be
smile
like,
like this. You can
but they
see the
don't know.
back teeth.
Hell yeah, that nigga's molars.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen niggas molars.
I never seen his back teeth.
Hey,
That nigga got gold, baby.
I just not seen the goal. I've been knowing him forever.
Hey, let me tell you
That
how
was good. You ain't did no shit like, see, you ain't romantical like that. You ain't set no 30-second timer.
I don't even know how to do-
Yeah, you ain't romantical like that. You feel me?
I told
Get
you,
your
nigga,
romanticizing on,
I
dog.
told you, nigga, I ain't computer savvy, nigga. I thought I was a
Talk
Macintosh
to
over there.
Alexa.
That
I
nigga
don't even
said,
know what Alexa
Alexa.
is, nigga. What is it?
Hey,
a car?
what's Yanti? Alexa! You ain't never seen Yanti?
Nope.
Oh, that's Rick Ross' baby
Listen,
mom. She be going
I don't even,
hamburger.
I don't know how to do all that shit. I barely know how to work this phone.
Nah, it's cool, but
We not talking about the phone.
And Alexa like some the
He
no,
talking about
the
Alexa.
is on the refrigerator.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the little
Like
thing.
the-
Alexa's
I-
got the
It's
music
not
on.
about Alexa. It's
Nah,
about
it's
the
about-
I understand
romanticizing.
that. You
Yeah.
said I wasn't romantic.
Toy, I tried. This nigga just.
Guess what I made though?
What?
Watermelon juice. and stay the motherfucking.
Hey, if you don't put that, if you don't start off this podcast with this whole segment right here,
Hey, look, watermelon juice stained the motherfucking patio because I knew it was, the weather.
can't stand
So I
this
did that
nigga.
shit. But that's what I did.
I can't stand this nigga, man.
Everybody, his romance is different than mine. You know what I mean?
man, let me
Yours
tell
is different.
I'm gonna tell you where the money come in.
I'm
at.
a primate.
And the viewership.
What?
The viewership come in with the women. We love niggas and we love our story.
Yeah.
But the women,
Hey,
the
listen.
women
Aunties
wanna-
and grandmas. That's it.
Aunties and grandmas, but
yeah,
listen.
that's what they wanted. They want to know because there's a lot of black women failing out here.
Yeah.
And they're failing to fulfill black men because they feel like they owe something.
Yeah.
So, I'm speaking on my relationship and I didn't deal with my fair share of women. And they always feel like they're the prize. Not saying that we should feel like we're the prize, but the women feel like they're the prize, but they don't want us to call them out on their bullshit. There's a lot of women. There's a lot of women.
Oh, shit.
This is why they hate Kevin Samuels. Let me sit up a little bit because me, I like Samuels. I like Samuels, and Samuels called the women out on the bullshit. So what we do, because we're men, we hide all these women's imperfections because it'll make us look less of a man.
Yeah.
And so we hide that we knew she ain't cook. We knew she ain't do this. We knew she ain't do that. We know she cheated. But when we cheat, she put us on the wall, right?
Yeah.
And she instantly. And we don't say nothing. And she tear us down and she leave, she bash us, she go get, so Kevin Samuels just like, yo, you got 3 baby daddies, you got this, you got that, man, you're done. You're cooked for real.
Yeah.
You're a lifetime of work. You know what I mean? And they don't want to hear that. No. I'm not saying it's to all women, but we protect the women's legacy because they say, now, what's the word that they use? We don't protect our black women, right? We don't protect our women.
I thought
like
you were
we
about to
say.
say narcissist. That's the one.
I've been called a narcissist from everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I don't know. I never dated a white woman.
Yeah.
I can say that honestly. I have never dated a white woman.
It's a beautiful thing when it snows. Snowflake. It's a beautiful thing.
So when I'm talking, I'm speaking about black women. But black women, I would never have it any other way. I want black as I can get.
You see how black she is? Look.
Black Jesus. Black Moses. You know what I mean? So
Ah.
but we
They
just
don't make them strong like that no more.
I don't know. Kevin
Frosty the
was
Snowman.
good. Kevin was good.
Man,
Kevin was good. All I'm saying is, niggas, we coming up short too, man.
yes, we are.
We coming up short too, and no nation gonna rise beyond its queen.
No.
So, being a person that's pretty insightful with the ladies and pretty insightful with doing the knowledge of myself, we kind of even on fucking up. So I said we got to do the same kind of work to get right. I don't think it's enough men to go around that every woman gonna get a man.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's really enough good women either that every nigga that's really doing this thing gonna get a good girl?
I think there is. So
No, it ain't.
I know. I
Half
sound
the niggas
like a
gay
hypocrite
now.
right now, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of good women available. I think
No, it is.
I think that the men is only looking for a type of woman. They don't want the woman with values that don't have all the curves.
What's a type? Like physical type?
They want something appealing to their eye. They're not looking at the core values.
BBLs.
The BB. So
Oh God! Here we go.
We're gonna get old one day.
Yeah.
Our looks are gonna fade, but what's not gonna fade is who you are, the inside.
I ain't gonna fade, man.
No,
Look how I look,
you're gonna
man.
get gray hair. I'm looking like a silver fox over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
We're gonna get old, but if you got a fine young woman, she gonna turn old and ugly. This just gonna happen. She can still be jazzy. She can still be jazzy.
Nigga, he get ready to go viral.
I'm
Old and
not, I'm not.
ugly. It's
She gonna
going
be,
down.
what I'm saying is, a woman could.
She gonna depreciate.
She's gonna depreciate. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have used ugly. She's gonna depreciate. What I'm saying, I could leave here right now today.
Or she gonna.
I could get into an accident.
And you need to get home too, because
And
it's getting dark
about
and,
to-
and them deer.
I can get into an accident.
Yes, sir.
With the woman I have, I know she's gonna be there for me, no matter what happened to my face, what happened to my body. And a lot of women,
You got blessed.
a lot
Guess
of women
what?
gonna bail.
Did I tell you this?
You got blessed, cause this
You'll
niggas
never-
out here
check
running
this
into
out.
monsters.
You'll never find
It's women out here.
someone who loves you.
It's women out
like
here.
I do.
It's not to me. I just think it's gonna be some lonely motherfuckers on both sides.
Lonely teardrops.
Cause people don't know how to really
Yeah.
love themselves.
Yeah,
They don't
that's where it
understand the
starts.
biggest devil is the devil inside of yourself. You gotta destroy the evil, ugly you and admit that it's there. A lot of people try to play like they're not. They lie to themselves and pretend like they're not the way that they really are. So they put on this mask and believe it and try to present it to other people like, no, I'm not that bad. I'm really ain't like that. But really you a monster.
Yes.
You're a motherfucking monster. You destroy people's lives back to back to back. Men and women.
Well, that happened. That happened to me, bro.
Men and
yes,
women.
my kid's mother.
Back to back to back. What's wrong? The number came out?
Excuse me.
My kid's mother right now tell you I portray myself to be a better father than I am.
They say that
They
about
say
you?
that about me all the time, but
What-
I'm just,
Go ahead. Because I got a real good question.
go ahead and ask it.
What would they rather you portray yourself as? In your mind, if they could have you roll out according to them.
They would have me. I would do everything that they asked of me. I will make everything easier for them, and I'm not just talking about money. I would just do everything. Like
You be willing to be folded to their will.
Yes, and I don't. I push back.
You can't.
I got kids that haven't been dropped off in my house in 2 years. I do all the transportation,
Yeah.
but because I don't do one thing, they
You the
flip the
bad
script.
guy.
I'm the bad guy, and
You ain't a good dad.
I live within my truth. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna be a fool just because you say it's required of me, or I'm gonna look like a bad. I'm cool with that, bruh. As long as I treat all my kids the same and I do everything, they're like, well, this is what I always hear. You make more money than me. Each one of my kids' mothers, with the exception of one or two, have 2 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of them just have 1 kid. I got 9 kids.
Yeah.
So how do I
Make more money.
with you and you're struggling with the 1 or 2?
And I got 9.
And I got 9 and a grandson.
This is the thing before we bust this up, because this is just a shot where we came in, we shot with Mike. You gonna have to come back. We gonna have to redo, you know what I'm saying, this, run it back and get on some different topics or whatever on current events. But my thing is music and a lot of music that came out. What's your music? What you jamming to? Because you pulled up, it sound like my uncle Hayward pulled up. Was you listening to some oldies or something?
Man, I don't even know. Let me take a look. What was I listening to?
I don't know what it.
Rocking.
It sounded like he was listening to the
T.I.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
My
So you
music-
go old school rap on the bike.
I just go whatever I like. Like, I'm really, me personally, I like the baby. Like that new little cat, the baby man. He
So who's your favorite rapper?
The baby
probably
is coming.
probably Jada.
You like Jada?
I like Jada when he over a right beat. That East Coast beat I don't feel, but when the beat slow down a little bit and this you could feel the music.
Okay, let me give you a curveball. Who's the most underrated rapper to you? My number one is Juvenile.
Underrated rapper.
Most underrated, somebody that don't get mentioned that's like that. When you know how they name the top five, Biggie, Pac, you know how they do.
Man, listen. Luca Brasi 3 by Kevin Gates is one of my favorite. I like Gates, bro.
That shit is crazy.
That Luca Brasi 3.
He coming too. You going to the concert?
Serving H and shaking back.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you ain't really never listened to it, you could dive into that and be like, man.
I got hip to the one right before that, Luca Brasi 2. That's when I was on the road. I was into that Kevin, man. That Kevin's something special, man. Who your number one? Who most underrated to you? Cause your favorite rapper, Face. Cause y'all don't listen to the new rap right now. Well, he said he listened to the baby.
I listen to the new rap.
Man, his freestyles.
He
don't listen to nothing new.
I like the baby.
This nigga said, who you said?
I fuck with Dave.
Who
East
he said?
Niggas like
nah, don't try to bring East up. Cause you ain't say E. You was.
I'm saying, but that's who I fuck with.
Who was the nigga that he was saying? The nigga that just got married to the girl from Dubai.
French Montana?
Yeah, now what you say?
No, I said he got one song that I like, the Coke Boys. Oh, that shit is
That's
tight.
not what he said.
What I say?
I like Ball Drop.
He tried to talk about. He was talking about like he was like he was like that.
I mean, everybody got like they.
Huh?
I like that.
Yeah,
shit.
Ball Drop. Him and Fabulous. That's one of my. I like that song.
Anyway, man,
I can't get past that.
I like Dave East. I like
That's our time. Oh, we good then.
Benny the Butcher, them type niggas.
Okay, so what's the mission statement? Let's tie some key things into this. If it was in a perfect world and you could talk to anybody, I'll go first. Anybody that's dead, who would you talk to and why?
I'll talk to my dad, the man who raised me. It's not my biological father.
Okay.
I would talk to him. Like,
but you said Ancestry.com, you found your biological dad.
Yep.
And you and him into the same shit.
Yeah.
That's wild. But go ahead, go talk about your dad and why.
I would talk to my father, and I would ask him, why didn't he never tell me? I would just ask him, like, why didn't you never tell me? Because he knew.
Yeah.
He knew, but he would never tell me. He raised me as his own. I'm the only kid that stuck around the whole time and took care of him, made sure until his dying day, I was the only one really there. Mm-hmm. And I would ask him, why didn't you never tell me? And he always tell me, I'm the one that brought you home from the hospital when no one else wanted you. He will always tell me that. So I'm like, Pops, why didn't you tell me? Like,
so you harsh like your dad, because that's some harsh shit. That's the no condom fuck my mother type shit. I'm the one brung you on when ain't nobody want you, nigga. Yeah, that's some hardcore shit.
He
because I remember your pops.
Yeah,
I remember coming through
it.
Yeah,
we shooting dice in the back. You know what I mean? All that.
He let you do your thing.
He let me do my thing. He said
because he was called with the Clippers early. You call Yates. You gotta have that 10 though. He not playing.
I need my $10.
He not playing.
I need my 10.
So your dad, that's the person that's.
I would have a conversation with him.
And you would ask him why.
I'm gonna ask him why he didn't never tell me. It wouldn't have changed anything. It's just like, why wouldn't you tell me so I could find out? And he was just like, but in his death, I was the only one left out of his, getting anything, and he left everything in my older brother's name. Yeah. I didn't understand that. I didn't care. Yeah.
He probably did it because he knew you could take care of yourself.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I know you good.
He did.
You know how to take care of yourself.
You think so?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you could talk to anybody in the world alive, I give you 2 people. Who would they be and why?
If I could talk to anybody
world,
I would probably sit down with I know this is going to shake it up, but I'll probably sit down with Donald Trump. For the business part of it. Even though he had 9 failed businesses, but then he hustled America for the best job in America.
Yeah.
And, and everything that he's doing
this
is
crazy orange motherfucker got the weapons code.
He got the weapons code. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, how you gonna fuck with a nigga got the code to the nukes?
So now it's not about the knowledge, like you said. It's about sitting at the table with other people you can't get in the room with.
Yeah.
He's at that table in the room with all of them.
With the bosses. And who else? One more. Trump, that's a good one.
I would probably just talk to the younger version. Well, you said alive.
Alive. Anyone.
I don't know. There's a lot of people.
Because he picked a business. That's a business conversation. That's smart.
Everybody want to talk to Jay-Z and all that, and I'm not a fan of that. I would really like, in a crazy, twisted way, I would love to sit down with Dame Dash.
Really?
I would love to sit down. Yeah.
You ain't see his last interviews?
I seen it, but
no, this last one with him and Cam.
No. You see the one where he just went on
The Breakfast
Charlemagne
Club
and told you that he was gay. He said, "You fucking gay."
I would like to speak with Dame because
he was going in on it.
Everybody,
not in a bad way, but I'm just telling you.
Everybody pay attention to the surface.
Yeah.
They may be broke.
He ain't broke.
People, that's subjective, right?
That's subjective.
But Dame got to play because he's relevant, and we sitting up here talking about it.
Yeah.
What's his play? What's his manipulation? And where is he trying to get to? Yeah. And people say he lie a lot. He's lying for a reason. He's not lying just to be lying. He's lying for attention to make a bigger play. So in order to stay relevant and to be the hustler and not the drug dealer, you got to turn a corner before you hit the dead end. Yeah. So he's turning a corner before he hit a dead end.
I don't think you'll fuck with Dame if he
I want to listen to him.
Yeah, I don't think you'll fuck with Dame. Dame mistreated berated a lot of people because he was smarter than them, man. He was really a bully, man. And I don't fuck with niggas that do shit like that.
So he like
I not to say that I don't like Dame, but from the way that I seen that, the way that I see that, how it look on the outside, it's like watching somebody you love just.
So that's like
you can't
Don
stop
King.
him hurting.
So he was like
themselves.
the Don King. You know how motherfuckers talk about Don King?
What
and
about
like
him?
Mike Tyson and how he had the knowledge and he got Tyson millions, but Tyson, you ain't never make that much money, but that wasn't enough because just because I got the knowledge to get you.
Dame was educated with white people. Let's not forget he went to boarding school. Dame was very smart.
But
so they mad because he was smart. The thing is, if you know he doing this, it's just like us fucking with this shit. We gotta learn it.
Have you ever came across a bully?
Yes.
And how did you handle that situation?
I ran.
So what I'm saying, a bully only bully people that he know that's not going to stand up to him,
and that he could catch.
I mean, you gotta. I deal with a couple bullies.
Yeah,
and we.
Yeah,
and
not me. I can't fight.
Even the bully, I stood there. We boxed a couple times.
Yeah,
we don't talk to this day, but he understand that he ain't gonna bully me.
Yeah.
But I would love to talk to Dame outside of the part that you don't like, just to see what his play was. You already said he's smart.
He's very smart.
So if somebody could take that and turn it into a different energy, he'd be great.
I just don't like mean motherfucking people. Okay, let me ask you. One dead person you could talk to, anybody. Who would it be? Who would it be?
My dad.
It'll be your dad too?
Yeah, because my situation with my dad. My dad, I grew up with my brother and sister who I was telling you about.
Right.
And my dad used to see me wasn't in my life. And then as I got older, like I did that 10-year bit, came home, we got tight.
Right.
But I didn't get no history from him about my family and then like on his last, like you said, his last 9 days, I took him to Cleveland Clinic and he we talking the whole time. I called him every day. We rock with each other, but you left without really handling. It's basically like you left and did the same thing you did before we got tight because you didn't tie all your loose ends and shit like and not saying that I'm the best and I'm the most responsible, but you should have put shit in play to keep shit moving.
Right.
And now I'm going through it with my little sister because she think she's acting like him now. She think she's the only kid. Right. You forgot that this nigga ain't do shit for me and our other brothers and sisters. Not that I want nothing, but come on now.
Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Right, wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
And a lot of people use God and do this and try to use
God.
But
he be listening.
Are you really doing God's work or the devil's work? Because you talk all this God stuff and then you turn around and doing the devil's work. And I just wish he would have put stuff in play. That's why you got to have wills. You got to have trust. You got to have everything. and put shit in position because
Right.
people get greedy, especially when somebody never had nothing.
Yeah.
So people look at you, oh, you got, or look at me, oh, bro, don't need nothing. He did. What do you
Why
mean?
don't I?
Just because I'm working towards getting my stuff together.
Right.
I was gone. You was free. You could.
Yeah.
You supposed to be up.
You supposed
Not
to be
in a
up.
bad way, but you see what I'm saying. So if I could go back and really talk to him, and I was talking to him like, "Hey, Dad, yeah, boy, I got all this." I'm like, "You sure?" I said, because he didn't even sign my birth certificate. I said, "Hey, I wanted him to sign my birth certificate before he
Right.
did." Like, man, what you? I know you ain't did it, but you know,
Yeah.
sign my. He's like, "Man,
Right.
I got you, man," and he even apologized to me, like, "Man, I'm
Right.
sorry
Right.
that I went in your life and blah,
Right.
blah, blah." And I'm like, you know, I said, "Dad, you grew. I was born in the '70s. I said, you ain't wearing no drawers. I'm cool. I understand.
Right.
Because I got brothers and sisters. We all 50.
Right.
So back then, they was getting it in. So it's normal.
They was free balling?
Man, them niggas, you know them niggas. Nigga was fuck free ball.
Oh, what?
He had no
How the
drawers.
fuck do you know that? You went around the
I'm saying,
nigga.
For you to have kids.
Did you pick
saying
that
that-
out? Did you?
Oh,
Is
shit.
that your characteristic?
No, I wear.
You,
Nigga,
you was a hunter?
I wear Superman.
Command? Britney Spears?
So long story short, it's just that he should have had shit in order, just like how I got shit in order. So
Right,
if something
right.
happens now, I got a will. I got the. I'm
Right.
already planning. You got to
Yeah,
plan.
you plan your death.
Because
You
we
have
at
to
that
plan.
age, we 50. All
Okay,
of us.
okay, hold up. That's why though. Right? That's the person and that's why.
Yeah.
Now, name me 2 people that's alive that you would like to talk to. And why? This is just something I came up with as far as like, I'm going to tell y'all my people too and why I chose
You know
that.
who I would love to talk to?
Uh,
But is Dick Gregory still alive?
no.
No, he did.
Like,
oh,
but-
man.
I would love to talk
Oh,
to him.
man,
too.
that's
Me
my
too.
guy, man. Dick Gregory?
He gets some free game out.
Yes.
He gets some good game out.
it
too.
just-
Get to
Huh?
some live people.
Huh?
Live,
Get to
man.
some live people.
Did you hear?
Yeah. He said,
I'm gonna tell you who I want to talk to too.
Uh.
That OG pop that be fucking with Charleston White Pops.
Yeah.
I fuck with Pops.
You like this? Now we could talk to Pops.
Yeah, I want to talk to Pops, man.
We could
because
talk to
he
Pops.
Don't play.
He gonna charge us some money, but we could talk to Pops.
all
I don't
right.
even know who he is.
Oh man,
Charleston
you
White's OG. He's like his mentor. Had
Yeah.
a building, a gambling joint called the Foxy Lady down there in where they from, Fort Worth.
Okay.
He's a real OG,
Real OG,
nigga.
Real.
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
going for nothing, man.
The NIGGER.
Oh, that's what he
He's
is.
he's the old nigga. He's the old nigga.
Yeah, and he don't bar nothing, man.
Okay, the old nigga and then who? Why would you want to talk to Pops?
Cause I just like, see, I'm a dude that I'm for my people anyway. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I hate, like you said, I hate when we, cause I'm for everybody,
Right,
and I
right.
hate when we veer off.
I ain't.
I'm talking about, but if I'm for people that's on the same page,
Right.
you know, I'm gonna give you my shirt off to my back
For
if,
sure.
if we on the same page,
Right.
and we losing because
Depend on the book. Go ahead.
you know, but
Yeah, he might not get my shirt if it's the wrong book.
you can get my hat, you know.
It might can't. That's on you.
You gonna get something from me.
Go
You know,
ahead.
you know,
Go
but
ahead.
I just love what he stand for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just
Okay.
straightforward.
Name one more.
Um,
And why?
who else do I really want to talk to? Probably Magic Johnson.
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah, because he about that business too. You know what I mean? Like I said,
He about that business.
Magic Johnson into everything, man.
But did he take a payoff for the AIDS, bro? You think? You know,
Magic?
speculation. Yeah, you know they said he had AIDS, but then now he don't got it. Did they?
Don't nobody got it no more.
Don't nobody got AIDS?
Man, they just listen. I just seen something the other day. They just found some medicine that wipe it straight out.
Don't nobody got it.
Oh, that was just like the AIDS was like the COVID. Now a little bit, if you think about it, they came with AIDS to me a little bit because COVID came and wiped some shit out. You know what I mean?
It
Then
was a
came-
weapon.
Yeah,
It was a weapon. Okay.
but
Okay,
I
it's
would
getting
love
like
to talk to him just because I'm a dude that's always trying to try different shit and you know, get some game from it.
we finna rap, man. My whole reason in doing that is sometimes my imagination is very wild, and I think about a lot of the things that I would like to do and say, and some of the OGs in the game. You know, I would love to talk to Bernie Mac. That would be who I would want to talk to because he's a Chicago nigga. My mom grew up in Chicago, and you know, to have that resolve on stage and have that much command, that's one of the things that I want to be able to do when I get into my stand-up. I want to be able to have that reserve. Bernie Mac didn't never let you resolve. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To have that type of resolve, I would want to know that. I would like to talk to Debbie Allen.
Okay.
I would like to talk to Debbie Allen because she's such a historian and such a choreographer, and I just love black women that are leaders amongst young black girls. And I like to talk to Debbie Allen, and I want to talk to Wallow, 267 Wallow from $1 Million Worth of Game, because what he was able to do, it captivated me right off the rip. Like I told him when he pulled up, it gives me a feeling when I know something is real.
Yeah.
When I know something is that thing, it's real. Just like when she looked at me and said, "It's time to go," I know it's time to go. You see how I got scared a little bit?
Yeah.
I like shit like that. I always been a real, because I was born in the year of the rabbit. I always been a nervous and paranoid and anxious type person.
Right.
I turned it and I utilized it from getting bullied or being hyperbole into making everybody my enemy. But I didn't know that if I just faced that fear just long enough to speak and come across, I didn't have to be this jerk. Because I was just really seeking attention. And I really just wanted to get into a space where we all could be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's the meat and potatoes of it. I also like to talk to Fantasia if she ain't married no more. Well, is she?
No.
Well, I'm gonna keep that to myself. No disrespect to her husband. But anyway, man, my whole thing is, man, Mike Yates, man, I appreciate your time.
Sir.
You got to come back because we really didn't get into your story. We just only got into the beautiful part about you and your story up to as far as you being a father. Setay Enterprises right there. That's your trucking. How do people find you and stuff?
Man, Setay, Setay, the number 9 on all platforms.
On all platforms, man. For haul in.
Just anything, man. Advice, business advice. I give it away for free.
There it is.
Whatever I have, you can have. It's free.
There it is, man. And I want y'all to know, man, out here, man, in this world, man, where we're creating this content, man, it's always about giving somebody something that they can use, giving somebody something of value. Once you have something of value, you want to cherish it and you want to take care of it. And that's how I want to do the platform. We just got our situation up, and we will be coming with more content very soon. I love y'all, man. This is another episode of Federal to Incredible. I'm Rashod Far East. This the chairman. This Mike Yates. Wild Willow, you already know. Peace.
Shit ain't no air. I see some shit you wouldn't believe. I done got down to my lead. I remember cold nights, we ain't had nowhere to sleep. Had to get my phone right to hear that money count a bit. While you're deep up in your sheets, I'm trying to figure out how me and